Attention passionate Philadelphia fans. Breaking news, Justin. Something with major impact is happening in the NFC East, and it could completely change the course of the game. We're talking about a direct influence on the Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run. A shift of power that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. And you're hearing it here first, before we get into the details. If you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel and help strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family too. Let's reach the goal of 3,000 subscribers. Together, share this news with your friends and other Eagles fans. Now, let's get to the information. According to reports gathered by ESPN and picked up by Sports Illustrated, there is a possibility that Howie Roseman, the trade wizard in Philadelphia, is eyeing another addition to the defense, and this time, the focus would be on the cornerback position. Why is this relevant? Because the Eagles' secondary is still a point of concern. The team has strong names, but depth and consistency are real worries. Especially in a long and grueling season, injuries can change everything from one week to the next. And we know Roseman likes to get ahead of problems before they explode. The name being speculated in this possible move is Mike Ford Jr., a cornerback currently on the Atlanta Falcons roster. He's not an elite player or a flashy name that excites crowds, but he brings experience, 8 seasons in the NFL, stops with different teams, and the ability to play multiple roles on defense. For the Eagles, Ford Jr. could be a rotational piece, someone to bring stability in crucial moments and give more breathing room to a group that's been heavily tested in recent seasons. And when you look how Howie Roseman builds rosters, it makes perfect sense to think about this kind of move. Affordable contracts, versatile players, and relatively low acquisition costs. Now, the question is, would the Falcons be willing to let go of a defender who still holds value for their roster? Atlanta isn't in a position to just give away talent, but depending on the return offered, this could be one of those mid-tier trades that benefit both sides. The Eagles and Falcons have done business in the past, and we know Roseman likes to exploit situations where another team has a surplus at a position. If there's room and interest, this could be the next step for Philadelphia to bolster their roster before the decisive stage of the season. It's important to emphasize, this is not a confirmed deal, but speculation. Still, when it comes to Howie Roseman, every possibility deserves to be taken seriously. After all, when it comes to smart moves in the market, few franchises compare to what the Eagles have done in recent years. So, the question remains, would Mike Ford Jr. be just another rotational name? Or could he become an important piece in Philadelphia's defense? Time will tell. But one thing is certain, if the Eagles believe this trade can even slightly strengthen their defense, they won't think twice before making a move. As the Philadelphia Eagles continue to bolster their roster this season, speculation is building about a possible trade that could significantly increase their cornerback depth. With the NFL trade deadline approaching on November 4th, the Eagles may be considering a move that would grab the attention of fans and analysts. The Eagles have already made impactful acquisitions, including the trade for Tank Bigsby from the Jacksonville Jaguars and the free agent signing of Za'Darius Smith. Smith quickly stood out on the defensive line, contributing a half sack and 4 tackles in his first 2 games. Although his playing time was limited, 33.3% of defensive snaps in Week 2 and 36.4% in Week 3. His early performance suggests he could be a valuable asset going forward. However, despite these promising additions, the Eagles have an urgent need at the cornerback position. With the departures of key defensive backs such as C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Darius Slay, and James Bradbury, the list has shrunk significantly. Young talents like Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean have shown potential, but the team needs to ensure they have adequate support, especially in a challenging season. One name gaining traction in trade discussions is Mike Ford Jr. of the Atlanta Falcons, as suggested by Bailey Bassett of Clutch Points. Ford could fill the void in Philadelphia's secondary. At 30 years old, Ford brings 8 years of NFL experience, having played for several teams, including the Detroit Lions, Denver Broncos, Cleveland Browns, and Falcons. The Falcons, currently 1-2 this season, may be open to moving Ford, particularly as they look to develop their younger cornerbacks. Although Ford isn't a household name, his career statistics are noteworthy. He has held opposing quarterbacks to a 60.4% completion rate on 101 targets, allowing only 9 touchdowns in his coverage throughout his time in the league.